What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Beyond Click and Clip. This is a podcast where you can sit back and relax, have fun, working, building Lego, doing whatever you're doing in the back. And you have me on the background. Maybe I can just make you laugh, tell you a story to make you have a warm heart or something. I don't know. But hopefully you're enjoying these as I'm enjoying making them. Last week we did have a good lengthy podcast about my weight loss journey. Had a couple of comments on there. I appreciate you guys for commenting and encouraging me. And at the end of the video, it will be up here if you want to go back and rewatch it. But right now, today, we're going to go a different direction. And we're going to talk about football. Sports, I know. Sports and Lego don't exist. Sometimes, I don't know. Regardless, this is my podcast. This is me telling you my story. And I'm not talking about NFL. I'm not going to talk about maybe a little bit of college, but I'm going to tell you my story in football. I never, when I was a kid, didn't really have time for sports because I was always on farm, working, doing something. Had chores, so really didn't have time to play a sport. Just wasn't in my, I guess, a schedule or in my scope of things growing up because my dad always thought sports was a waste of time. Which, hang on a minute, just hang on, don't get too upset yet. Especially to your sport fans out there. He said it was a waste of time, didn't do much or nothing. But as I got in high school, I'd say seventh grade because that's when I started playing football with seventh grade. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. My dad would come to the games. He was a supportive father. Don't get me wrong. He came to the games, he cheered me on and all that good stuff. But I didn't realize how much I actually loved to play the game of football, right? Now, this is before CTE and anything. I never in my life would think that I would make pro, and I know I didn't. But I just did it because it was fun. It's kind of like the line from that one movie, I don't even know what it is now, but where I can go somewhere and hit somebody and not get in trouble for it. And that was the main reason why I liked football. I was a bully, I guess. I just didn't get in trouble for hitting a player and knocking him on the ground while we're playing the game of football. But anyway, this is where I learned to become a team player and be part of a team. Never had that experience in my life, and I thought it was the weirdest experience to be part of a team. And, where we support each other, we pat each other on the back. When we did a good play, we were there cheering us on. We did a bad play, you were getting thrown Gatorade cups at you because you messed up. Part of a team atmosphere. But 7th grade, 8th grade, we were undefeated both years. So I was like, man, we're going to go to high school. We're going to go to state. We're going to be awesome. Well, high school was different because we had a freshman, and then we had junior, and then we had the varsity. So we freshmen got together, and we had a pretty good freshman season. I think we only lost 2 games in our freshman year. So we thought we were going to do pretty good, throughout our high school. And our school would not let no freshmen dress out as varsity. We were the captains from the freshman team. Matter of fact, we had to be at the Friday night high school games because we were the water boys, and we had to go take the tee out to the kicker and the ball boy and all that. That was our job. That was the captain's job of the freshman team. That was the parlay or the christening or whatever. So we did that. But we got into my junior year, or my sophomore year, I should say. Sorry. We start dressing with the varsity. Had to be there on Friday night. Everybody, and we were basically the bench warmers, the crowd on the sideline cheering the varsity boys on. Go varsity! But I got to play. I started in the, and I'm not pulling my own chain or nothing, but it was pretty fun. I learned team atmosphere, dedication, hard work does pay off, and I don't care what anybody says. That's what happens. But yeah, I played. I played in my junior, senior year. Senior year, I thought I might be good enough to maybe get a partial college, scholarship to go play for a college somewhere. And I had some people looking at me, and then I blew out my knee. Both of them. One game. I was offensive line at the time, and I was blocking, and my opposite guard and the tackle on the left side of me. He fell and rolled on my ankles, and I went back. And of course, the guy that I was blocking went with me, and it just that senior year was not fun. I was in a wheelchair, and yeah, my knees was blown, and that just kind of wiped out I decided then that, you know what, this ain't the life for me. Everybody knows my story. I went on and done the firefighter thing, and my knees are okay today. They hurt, but I'm getting old. But the story, what I want to get out of the story is that the team atmosphere, and you can pull this. You can take your life. You can pull that out of your life and be a team-oriented person with life. Now everybody has, a lot of people have, jobs, and they're called team members or whatever. But it's still a function of a team. You kind of think of an assembly line where one person does a job on a certain part, the next person does the other part, and it just keeps going down the line, all the way to packing, to put it in a box and put it on a trailer, and then driving to its destination. That is the thing, that's where people it's still a team effort doing that, because one person mess up, it messes everything up down the line. It puts whatever you're working on late, and they gotta wait on you to fix your problem or whatever the case may be. So it's still a team effort. But my biggest pet peeve is when somebody messes up and everybody's like harping on the person. It's like, dude, it's like, what in the heck, what. It cannot be that person's fault. It could be a machinery falling down or whatever it may be. Out of his control. So, teamwork, I'm glad I was in that experience where I learned teamwork. And yeah, I get aggravated. Even in my own life, my wife and my child, I still think we're a team, as a family. And I usually, the old days were the man of the house, and they make all the choices. I always kept, in my marriage, I always included my daughter and my wife on the decision making. What should we do? Make it a team choice. That way, there ain't gonna be no arguments because we all agreed on it. But other than that, it's just a team choice. I always took that concept everywhere I went, even the firefighter. We got to be a team. You got to have a guy with that's backing you up. In a fire, you need to rely on him, so you need to be a team. You know, work together and all that good jazz. And we couldn't get a lot of fires done if it wasn't for a team effort. I don't believe in individuality. I don't know if that's a word, but one person making all the choices. I don't believe that's. I mean, this is Click and Cliff's opinion. I don't think that is the correct way, because you may be up there saying, I did this, I did that. I'm going to tell you to do this. I'm going to tell you to do that. If it wasn't for them people that you're telling, it's not going to get done. You're not going to come down here and do it. I mean, let's face facts. That's what you pay them for, right? I mean, I think if you go in life, I think my philosophy going into life as a team oriented thing, I think it will work out just fine. It makes other people feel like they were involved and that they had a voice in the matter, and it makes them feel like, hey, you know what, I helped make this decision. This is partly my idea too, and it is, and that's why it should be. But it's always funny. Even a team effort, if it fails, it's always somebody's fault. And it was always the leader, right? It's like the boss. It's like the lead man or the quarterback. If you're playing sports, your basketball captain there, he's going to be one taking the blame. The head coach, whatever. One person can get the blame, but even though it was a team effort decision, you know what that saying goes, crap rolls downhill. Well, yeah, I'm sure the coach is going to come back to the team and say, look, we messed up, boys and girls. We got to fix it. And usually when that happens, I take it as, well, we all messed up. It wasn't just him. Owning up to people's, your mistake. If you messed up, say, hey, take the blame. Hey, I did it. You guys didn't do it. It was my fault, my bad. I'm fixing it. And it should be dropped. I mean, you shouldn't haggle the person if they make a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. No matter what you do, you're going to make mistakes. Even in life. You're going to make a bunch of mistakes. And that I've learned that. I've made plenty. I've made the wrong choices in life. I'm the one who chose to drink and drive. I'm the one who chose to do everything I done. When I got in trouble when I was a kid, I'm the one who made the choice to do something, even though that I know I'm not supposed to do, but I go ahead and do it anyway. That's what happens. And I guess you got to pay the consequences. But I think life would have been a lot easier if I just had a team effort behind the choices, because I can fall underneath being maybe not what is that word? It was on the tip of my tongue. Self-esteem or something, or self-doubt. I doubted myself sometimes. I don't know if I'm making the right choice, so I have to ask, hey, is this the right thing to do? Man. And it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to have a little bit of self-doubt. If you're unsure, ask somebody. Say, should I be doing this? Is this the correct way? Even at your work, if you're not sure, ask somebody. Don't just go with it. Make it a team ordeal. Say, I'm having a problem with this. You can do this 100 times and work out great, but there's that one chance it'll mess up, and you're like, what did I do wrong? It's just one of them things, man. And I'm not trying to ramble on about this, but I was watching football this weekend, and it brought back memories. Me playing when I was a kid, and the lessons I learned from playing a team sport, and how I really tried to apply it in my everyday life. and I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to share you you don't have to do this life by yourself. You don't have to think that you're the one that's got to be relied on. It's okay to ask a friend, or if you're married, your spouse, their opinion, and get their input on it, and have them help you make the decision. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. I don't think there is. And I think a lot of it, for me anyway, it's security. I mean, if I make a choice, I'm always scared. Might I make the right one or not? I don't want this to blow up in my face, or whoever's that's surrounding me's face. I want to make sure I made the right choice where everything's all right, and so it's okay to feel that way too. But I think if we pull a team effort, we could win the game. Win some battles. I think if I didn't use my wife, look at that. But if I didn't ask my wife her opinion, or even my daughter's opinion, I don't think I would make the right decisions on a lot of things, and we wouldn't. I wouldn't be, where we're at today, and without a team effort kind of deal, and I will always protect my family no matter what cost, So I'm not afraid of that, but I'm afraid I just don't want to make a bad choice where it makes our life rougher, or And I think that's everybody's goals, wanting an easier life and stuff like that, and they don't want. So you have to make these choices, what you're gonna do, and just roll with it. Just roll with it. But guys, I think this is going to be it for today. If you like, please hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Is team goals good for you? I don't know. If you ain't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing to Clicking Cook, because there's other stuff out here. It ain't just a podcast. There's Lego, stuff like that. Just something extra, something different beyond the Lego for me. Tell you life experiences, tell stories. Get something off my chest, ask you guys' opinions, just talk about like what we did today, this team building a thing. Should you be a team player? It should be the title of this video. Guys, anyway, if you like it, like I said, hit the like, leave me a comment, subscribe, pay it forward, be nice to one another, treat others as you want to be treated, Pay it forward. Give somebody a compliment. Tell them they look good today. But until the next time, guys, bye-bye.